Good morning, students. Now, today we are doing the same chapter, that is birds and their nest. Yesterday we had done some pages of this chapter. I have explained those pages and give you classwork and homework also that you have done and sent to me. And today we will do the rest topics of this chapter. Children, this is revision work. You have already studied this chapter, and we are doing revision of this chapter as this chapter is coming in your next exam, that is third periodic test, birds and their nest. Now we will start this page. Open your book. A crow also makes its nest. A crow uses all type of materials like wire and small wooden pieces to make its nest. Crow builds its nest on or near the topmost branches of a tree. You can see in this picture the nest of crow. Have you ever seen the nest of tailor bird? As the name suggests, children, the name of the bird is tailor bird, and tailor bird stitches the leaves with the help of its beak using small twig as thread. Tailor bird is a small bird and it makes its nest so beautifully that you can't imagine. It uses straw, soft twig, a feather inside the nest to make a cushion. It is really nice to see this bird making its nest. Inside the nest, this small tailor bird, you can see in this picture, tailor bird, this is tailor bird. It stitches the leaf with the help of its beak and also make a cozy cushion inside the nest. And the next picture, this picture is of coppersmith or barbet. It makes its nest in the hole of a tree trunk. You can see the hole. This is the nest of barbet or coppersmith. In summer, you must have heard tuk tuk sound coming from the tree trunk. It is a barbet or a coppersmith who makes its nest in the holes of a tree trunk. And the next bird is sunbird. We are reading the nest of sunbird. You can see in this picture, this is sunbird. The sunbird is also very unique in its nest making skill. It makes a nest that hangs from the branch of a small tree or a bush. And the sunbird uses plant fiber, grass, spider web, and feather for making its nest. You can see the small chick are also there. This is sunbird. In this picture you can see, and the next one is weaver bird. This is the nest of weaver bird, and weaver bird, it is the male. In weaver bird case, the male who weaves the nest. The male bird weaves the nest beautifully in different shapes, and the female bird chooses a nest where she feels most comfortable. So, male weaver bird weaves its nest, and the female chooses the which nest is best for her to lay eggs to raise their young ones. Now, penguin, children, penguin live in very cold places and it is difficult to find twig, grass, or straw in such places. These places, like Antarctica, is covered with snow. There is no soil, no green plants. So it's hard to find twigs, grasses, etc. And the penguin collect the small pebbles, small stones, and make their nest. Quail. This is, do you know quail? This is the bird quail. Quail does not make its nest. It lays its eggs in the crow's nest, and the crow hatches them along with its own eggs. Birds first make a nest, then lay the eggs to raise the young ones. During the process of laying the egg and raising the young ones, they have to protect the young ones from various animals like cat, rat, large birds. At times, some animals break the nest of the bird. Thus, it is the challenging job to protect their eggs and young ones. We should never disturb the birds or break their nest. We should love them and take care of them. Children nest is bird's home. We should never break the nest. We should love birds and take care of them. And really, it's a very challenging job for birds to make their nest. Making of nest is time consuming task, and when some animals break the nest of the bird, it's very bad for them because nests are birds home. So children, we should love them and never disturb the birds or break their nest. And the last topic is migratory birds. Now, some birds live in very cold region, but it is difficult to find food and to tolerate the very low temperature of these regions in winter. So, to avoid unfavorable condition in winter, these places are too cold that these places are not comfortable for birds to lay their eggs or raise their children. So they fly to warmer areas during the winter. And this process is known as migration. Migration means moving from one place to another place is known as migration. You can see in this picture the picture of Siberian crane. Siberian crane is a migratory bird, and some other examples are crane, Siberian crane, painted stork, flamingo, rosy pelican, and many others. These birds migrate to India in winters from different cold parts of the world, and they fly back to their cooler homes when summer starts. Means when the condition become favorable, they fly back to their home. Do you know the Arctic tern travels a distance of 1,76,000 kilometers from the natural home in the Arctic region to the end of the earth in Antarctic? It does so twice a year, two times in a year. This small bird, Arctic tern. Just imagine how distance it covers 1,76,000 kilometers from one pole to another pole, from Arctic to Antarctic. Now these are the keywords, children. Aerial, beak, chick. Aerial means living or growing in the air. Horny projecting part of the mouth of a bird is known as beak. Chick is young bird. Sharp horny structure on the toe of a bird is claw. A soft padding is known as cushion. Light, horny, waterproof structure covering the bird is feather. The growth of young ones from an egg process is known as hatch. Moving from one place to another is migration. Main stem of a tree is trunk. A small branch of a plant is known as twig. This is the picture of Taylor bird children. See Taylor bird nest, and this is Weaver bird. This is your classwork. Take the correct option. Just do these 5 questions in your copy and your book. I know you have already done this in your book. So do in your copy. This is practice and show me during the class time. And this is your homework, children. This is your homework. Answer the following question in brief. Just read the question, revise them, and if you have not written in your copy, just write them down. This is your homework. And thank you, children. Have a nice day.